हाय एवरीवन। आज मैं आप लोग के लिए क्लास 12th स्टैंडर्ड का पोयम एन एलिमेंट्री स्कूल क्लासरूम इन अ स्लम एक्सप्लेन करने जा रहा हूं। ये पोयम स्टीफन स्पेंडर द्वारा कंपोज किया गया है, जिसका थीम है सोशल इनइक्वालिटीज एंड सोशल इनजस्टिस को हाईलाइट करना। द पोएट appears to be in very pensive mood. The poet appears to be very much worried. He is highlighting the real state of children reading in slum school. Here children are very pathetic. Children are in a very pathetic state. They are without basic facility. No change. Although the outside world is changing fast, there is green meadows, but these children's life is full of complications. They are they are without basic need. So the poet has captured their state. They are sitting in a classroom. वो लोग क्लासरूम में बैठे हुए हैं, and that classroom is not like that of found in urban areas, found in big cities, found in a Montessori school or or any good school. But this class is different in the sense that this class has no good infrastructure. It has poor light, it is dim, it looks very dark, somber and shabby. Here the poet has expressed his views. The poet appears to be in very pensive state of mind. He is worried. So he says in the very first stanza, in all the in every stanza we find that poet has given a very nice picture. Nice picture in the sense that in his poetic presentation he has dwelt upon everything very nicely. So he has written far away from gusty wave. Gusty wave poets कहते हैं. Gusty waves means what? Gusty waves means the life of development. Far away from the gusty wave, these children, here he says that the children are away from the gusty wave. Gusty wave means what? Gusty wave here refers to life of development, life of progress. They are away from the gusty wave. These children have nothing to do with the happiness associated with life, the general trend of development associated with life. These children are just like animals sitting in a class deprived of even basic infrastructure. Here the poet is very much sorry to say that these children are far away from the gusty wave. In the first stanza, he has described their appearance. They appear to be, there is a paper singing boy with rat eyes. There is a paper singing boy. The poet has presented the thinness of the boy with comparison. He has presented an image, paper singing boy with rat size. Rat size means searching eyes. It's a metaphor. Their eyes are rat size means searching eyes. Paper singing boy, a very lean and thin boy. There is a girl sitting with down head. She is faced with troubles, she is faced with difficulties, so she is sitting with her head down, bent down. Further, we find that there is a boy who is reciting his father's nail disease. He is suffering from genetic disease. He is suffering from genetic disease. His father was suffering from particular disease, the same disease he has inherited from his father, and is undergoing the same disease. His condition is not good. In that dismal look, dismal situation, there is one sweet and unnoted face. There is a child. A child is, he is sweet and unnoted face. Nobody has time to note it. As the people are faced with great complication of livelihood, complication of basic needs. Here nobody is noticing a child who is sitting in the back bench. His eyes are in the squirrel's game. Squirrel, he wants, he looks outside the class and his mind is outside. He wants to be a party of the happiness going outside. He wants to play, he wants to enjoy. But what happened that the situation in which he is a great barrier. There is no one to bridge that gap. जिस सिचुएशन में है एक बिग गैप है जी, हमारे सोशल इनइक्वालिटीज को पोएट डिसाइड कर, पोएट इज हाईलाइटिंग सोशल इनइक्वालिटीज, सोशल इनजस्टिस. Government is changing every year. Government is changing with due period, but no development is found in the life of these children. In second stanza, the poet has moved. The poet is saying that the wall of the class is so cream wall. The wall is having poor and faded brightness. It's a metaphor. Sour cream means what? Cream that is the faded cream that has got, its look has become faded. Here the poet is saying that the wall is what? Poor in its look. And further the poet is saying that on the wall there are certain things hung. All these things have been given in donation. There is a picture of Shakespeare. There is a world map. All these things have been donated to the children by the people visiting their slum. So here the poet is saying that this is meaningless. There is no use of Shakespeare in the life of these children. Shakespeare symbolizes knowledge, but these children are not so educated that they can understand Shakespeare. Again, there is a world map. World map is full of beautiful things, trellis valleys, sky-kissing buildings. But these children have nothing to do with the things shown in that. Actually, the world map attract them, that tempt them, and they get a bit off their real state. It compels them to restore to bad path, to move to the bad path, which would be wrong on their part. So he says that these things are useless. Shakespeare is wicked. Here Shakespeare has been called. Means what? The poet means to say that there is no need of Shakespeare. Where the situation is related to the basic struggle, basic facilities are unavailable. So what is the need of Shakespeare? Shakespeare stands for what? Shakespeare stands for knowledge. Further in the next, so the poet is saying that it is not good. The painting has peeled off. There's a dark and dismal room. Children are sitting. And they appear to be what? They are victims of malnourishment. They are victims of scarcity. Next, the poet moves to say that they live in catacombs in ancient chamber with dead bodies. Their class, their life, their class appears to be, they live in tomb. They appear to be dead bodies living in tomb. Tomb का example poet दे रहे हैं आप. Means the poet is highlighting the situation in such a way that he wants to say what? That something must be done for these children. Some child has a damaged spectacle. Damaged spectacle. Their spectacle is damaged. It appears to be bits. Means here the metaphor. What does it mean? It is a spectacle is damaged still. So poet has shown their physical, their surrounding. So poet wants that instead of showing them world map, try to bring about change in their life. What is the sole intention? The intention that something must be done. So the poet has said, please do something. All those holding power, all those having power like governor, inspector, teachers, they are requested to do something for these children. Try to make the life as promised to them by as promised to them possible. Give them basic facilities so that they can develop. The poet saying that they should be proud about. Please break their world or they will break. The poet is saying that they may break. There may be the situation of law and order. Please bring them out of their filthy atmosphere to the green pasture. उनको बाहर लाइए. Show them world. उनको world दिखाए. They should be educated. They should be made to visit. Their life is like catcomb. Oh, that is death chamber. उन chambers से उनको बाहर लाया जाए. So that they may see the world. A great irony है यहाँ पर. Irony है कि you are showing them Shakespeare, but there is no need of Shakespeare there. There is no need of world map. World map what? Tralles Valley, Australia का valley है. Austria का valley. That is the what thing. They are having problem in getting food, basic education. Their class is without basic facilities. So what is the need of world map? And moreover, in that map their world is not reflected. They appear to be living in different world, as the world map doesn't reflect their world. So the poet is here highlighting all these things. The poet is saying that the children should be educated. They should be made to breathe in open sky so that their development take place. So here I am discussing the figure of a speech. Theme है, the poet depicts a dismal state of poverty through a pale, depressed and dejected faces of slum children. Simile मैंने आपको बताया rat's eyes. मैं यहाँ पर है rootless weeds, like rootless weed. Rootless means what? Dried weeds. That is a waste. That is useless. Their life appears to be waste. They are not useful. Appears to be waste. It is a waste. That is not like rootless weeds. Rootless weeds क्या imagery आ रही है? Weeds that is dried, that is fit to be thrown. Rootless, it has no root. Next, catcomb. Catcomb means death chamber, ancient burial for death chamber. Slum as big as tomb. Slum as horrible as death. These are the similes. Next, rat size. Rat size means what? Searching eyes. Searching eyes. Paper seeming boy. Metaphor. Boy is as thin as paper. Father's nail diseases. Father was suffering from certain diseases and the children have inherited those diseases. Next is squirrel game. Squirrel means imagination. A squirrel game. He lives in a squirrel game. Means what? He wants to be happy. He wants to play. He wants to have imagination. He wants to enjoy life. 3 room outside. Future painted with fog. Their future is uncertain. Future painted with fog. Fog is here metaphor. Fog refers to uncertainty, unclarity. There is nothing. Unclear है, vague है. Nothing is clear. Nothing is up to mark. So the poet is saying that please bring about change in their life. Break or they will break. means what? Please bring these children out of their pathetic state, or they may turn to crimes. Only then they can make their life change. So the poet is here requesting, please do something, or they will get, they will rebel. So their situation can change only when they are educated. Poet ने कहा कि only education can change their condition. History belongs to those whose language had sun. Sun here refers to what? Education. If they are educated, they can bring about drastic change, they can bring about radical change to their situation. If they continue to live in that position, they will come, they will finally remain the same. So there is a need of bringing about change, radical change, drastic ड्रास्टिक परिवर्तन की आवश्यकता है. दैट कैन बी डन किसके द्वारा? गवर्नमेंट्स, इंस्पेक्टर्स की सोशल रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, पॉलिटिकल रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी. जो सोशियो इकोनॉमिक डिस्पैरिटी के विक्टिम्स बच्चे हैं उनके लिए कुछ किया जाना चाहिए. सो द पोएट इज हियर मेकिंग अ प्ली. ही इज वेरी pensive and somewhere he appears to be angry with the situation. So he's saying that please do something for them. And language history belongs, history उन्हीं को याद, history उन्हीं का है जिनके language means what? One who is educated, who can bring about change. So the children can change themselves only when they are given the strength of education. ये था आपका पोयम. आई होप एक्सप्लेनेशन आपको हेल्प करेगा. आप इसको लाइक करें, सब्सक्राइब करें एंड हिट द बेल आइकन.